Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we got some new Yu-Gi-Oh cards announced, and it's gonna be Dark Magician / Dark Magician Girl support. There's actually other Blue Eyes support and some more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But if you're excited about new cards, drop a like on this video. But let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, these are gonna be coming out not in the Chaos Pack, which has some of the other support, but it's gonna be coming out in the World Premiere Pack 2021. And for the OCG, this doesn't come out until September 25th, 2021. So it's pretty much towards the very end of the year. I'm not sure if we're not gonna get this maybe this year in the TCG, but it could be 2022, just as a heads up. But anyways, let's go and check on the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So first off, we have Magician Salvation. Here is the artwork on this. It's got Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician, and it's a field spell card that says that you can only activate a card with this name once per turn, and you can only activate the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of the effect is when this card, its activation resolves, you get to set a Eternal Soul directly from your deck. That's a pretty good effect. The second part is if you normal or special summon a Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girls, you can target one of those monsters, special summon from the graveyard, one Dark Magician or one Dark Magician Girls whose name is different from the target. So basically, you'll get out Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, or you can get Dark Magician Girl and then Dark Magician. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you get one of each. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure, because it says its name is different from those targets, that like, is there other cards that count as Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician in the graveyard that would still like apply to this? That would be quite interesting. There's actually not that much bad support. It just required Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, which may not have been the easiest thing. I think it was like the bond between teacher and student, where it's like if you control a Dark Magician, you get to get a Dark Magician Girl from your hand, Dark or Graveyard, and then you can start a Dark Magic attack. There are a few other cards that work with it, because the people that wanted to play this, it was more for a fan favorite thing, and it never really popped off in terms of like trying to make it competitive. At the end of the day, does this make it competitive? No, but it's still pretty cool. Let's check out the rest of the support. But the fact that it is a field spell card means that it's going to linger, right? And this is if you normal or special, so I guess if you get out Dark Magician by other means later in the line, even during your opponent's turn, you're going to be able to bring out like double monsters, even though what's strange with it, Dark Magician Girl gets the boost from having them in the graveyard. The synergy is interesting that you'll be able to get both of them, but it kind of like hinders the boost. But nonetheless, the levels of them are actually different anyways, right? Because Dark Magician is a 7, and then Dark Magician Girl is she's 6, so it's kind of like an awkward level, so you can't even like exceed with it and have them be attached. I don't know. Either way, I think that it's still cool that we're getting some support for them. It's probably not supposed to be for exceed support. Anyways, next up, let's take a look at the other card called Shatter the Darkness, which is a new continuous spell card that says you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So the first part of it is if you normal or special summon a non-token monster, you can draw. Wait, that's actually pretty good. I mean, for a lot of decks, they can make great use out of this. This is normal or special. There's so many decks that can instantly use this. Again, it's continuous. And the second part is when one of the following monsters you control declares an attack and battles an opponent's monster until the end of the turn, the monster gains attack equal to the attack of your opponent's monster. So that just lets you run over like anything. That's actually really good. So if it's a level 5 or higher normal monster, so that's Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, right? And then on top of that, a ritual summon monster that uses a normal monster, which I guess with advanced ritual art, right, that would be pretty cool. And then the last part is a fusion, synchro, or exceed some monster that used a normal monster as material. I mean, this is pretty good, like all around really good effects. I mean, just this effect alone, people will be running this in a lot of different decks. I'm sure that there's some other variants like Goku boards, just like the insect stuff that can make use of this. There's a lot of different decks that may play vanillas. I mean, at least you are able to draw one. And again, it's continuous. And if you're special summoning during your opponent's turn, you might be able to draw a card as well. I think this card is fantastic, for sure. Not only just for Blue Eyes, but just, you know, for vanilla monster support. In fact, since a level 5 or higher normal monster, dude, that's some Snape Snatch support. Yo, comment down below if you guys know, or if you're OG enough to know about the Snape Snatch plays. But yo, that is pretty cool. It's confirmed Snape Snatch support. But let's check out the other card over here. This is called the True Light. Here is the artwork. It's a continuous trap card. It's got Blue Eyes on like some little like stone tablet. It's a continuous trap card that says you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Apply one of the following. So you get to spell some Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or graveyard. Okay. So it's kind of like, what is it, like Eternal Soul for them, right? directly set to your field from your deck one spell stop trap that specifically lists the card Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text that has a different name from cards you control and in your graveyard. Oh, this part is bad. If I understand this, like that you control, but just the fact that it can't be in the graveyard either. The second part though is if Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone, just cannot be targeted by your opponent's effects. That's pretty good. And then the third effect is if this face-up card in the spell and trap zone is sent to the graveyard, you destroy all monsters. It's literally the same as Eternal Soul, but for Blue Eyes. That's actually quite great because like sometimes certain decks just can't deal with larger monsters without targeting, and especially in a Blue Eyes deck, you're gonna get out Blue Eyes multiple times. Now I'm curious to know what other Blue Eyes White Dragon cards exist. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, so let's go ahead and check out what other spells / traps actually exist. I'm gonna clear this out of the way. I'm just kind of curious. You have Burst Stream, so you can destroy all of the monsters and then it can't attack. Bingo is pretty great as well. And this one lets you, add one of the cards, a spell / trap that lists it again. So that's, I guess, another card. You can also go for Chaos Form, the Rage with the Eyes of Blue, Strength and Unity. If you ritual summon using Blue Eyes, you target a card your opponent controls. This one's continuous, and then you get to banish it. Okay, that's kind of cool. So let's check out any of the other traps. I guess there's Destined Rivals and the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. I think that it used to be called like the Invincible, wasn't there a card? If you control Blue Eyes, White Dragon, or Dark Magician, you get to negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Hey, that's not a bad effect, just being able to have this card. The only problem I have with this is a trap card, so you could have to search it, and then you'd have to wait a turn. I wish that it was a little bit faster. I mean, it does set one, so then on the following turn, you are able to instantly go for your play of negating everything, and your Blue Eyes can run over things. I think that's the idea of it. And then also this makes it so you get a target of Blue Eyes you control, and then it's unaffected by card effects except for its own, and it can't be destroyed by battle. The monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step, and then if this card is in your graveyard, if you normal or special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. I think overall, the support is actually pretty good. Like the normal monster being able to keep on drawing, because remember, if you special summon Blue Eyes, you know, on your opponent's turn, I believe this still would work, that you get to draw the card, except for maybe not in the same chain. Maybe we'll have to wait for the official rulings on this. But I think overall this new support is definitely pretty good. Is it going to be meta and game breaking? No. But is it definitely going to be helping those decks, and with some additional support coming out in the World Premiere Pack 2021, it could make a huge difference at the end of the day. Again, we won't be getting this for a while in the TCG. But anyways, I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on it down below. I'm sure that there could be cool combos. There's probably some other cards that work with Dark Magician Girl at the same time, or like require Spellcaster, so there's definitely some play with this. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new and do want to be up to date on more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, as there's going to be more cards coming out in the World Premiere Pack. I mean, we're missing quite a bit. I mean, there's the War Rocks here, but we don't need to go over those in the TCG. But anyways, subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the set once they get announced. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.